We've got reviews, previews, playthroughs, and game key giveaways every episode. Show us what you got. Send your best gameplay clips to contact@thelabvideogametv.com. Check out the website at thelabvideogametv.com. Tune into the Sage projects on Ontario's Island Radio 101.3 FM. Download the Blue app to watch us on the go. Wayne Benjamin presents The Lab Video Game TV, Wednesdays, Saturdays, and Sundays, only on Flow 1. Our game is never over.
Watch The Lab Video Game TV
Wednesdays, Saturdays, and Sundays
in 25 Caribbean countries.
Only on Flow 1.
Download the Blue app to watch us on the go.
Visit the website at thelabvideogametv.com.
Reach out at contact@thelabvideogametv.com.
Wayne Benjamin presents The Lab Video Game TV since 2003. Our game
is never over.
New VR and indie game releases. Things take a grim turn and we've got more gaming clips in freestyle. A lot has gone down in the VR and indie gaming scene since our last episode. I've got a first impressions run of Grimlord, VR's best Souls-like to date, and Caribbean gamers show their dominance. You want in? Send your best gameplay clips to contact@labvideogametv.com to be featured on Flow 1 in 25 Caribbean countries. Grab a key for Finding Frankie on PS5 in this episode game key giveaway. Be in the know. Visit the website at thelabvideogametv.com. Download the Stream Blue app to watch us on Flow on the go. Check out the Lab Video Game TV during the Sage projects on Ontario's Island Radio 101.3 FM and CJAI.ca every Thursday at 4 p.m. I'm the Sage, and you just entered the Lab.
Originally released August 16, 2024 in early access on the Epic Game Store by Turkish developer and publisher TechDen Studio, now with a June 12, 2025 release on Steam, set in the medieval era in Alat, Ertugrul of Ulukayin, a third-person action-adventure that sets you out on a mission to aid the innocent, the weak, against a corrupt secret order bringing tyranny to the land. Craft, hunt, fight, and explore as Ertugrul, Turgut, or Meridem. Each warrior with their own unique and upgradable weapons, attributes, and combat styles. Gain valuable insight from clues and messages received in dreams which can aid you in reality. Find your brother while restoring peace and harmony to the realm. Thanks to the developer from Steam and Epic Game Store keys. Look out for a stream on this one soon from the Lab Video Game TV.
Greetings. Welcome back to one more round of Select Live here on the Lab Video Game TV Live. Today it's Ertugrul of Ulukayin, originally released on the Epic Game Store, August 16th, 2024. I ran through a bit of it back then, so this isn't first impressions. But yeah, it's an interesting third-person action-adventure RPG, I think. I didn't get too far, you see. But there was something about it. However, it's going to be released on Steam in a few days from now, June 12th, 2025. Now, this is all in early access, so you're going to experience some jank. Hey, Sanyalv, what's up, my friend? Thank you so much for passing through. I'm always happy to see you. Thank you so much for the support. What I'm saying is it's early access, and you know it's been in early access for quite some time now, because it's been in early access on the Epic Game Store. It's going to be released on Steam shortly by developer and publisher TechDen Studio. Special thanks to TechDen Studio for hooking me up with the Steam and Epic Game Store key. Steam and Epic Game Store keys. I really appreciate it. Today I'm going to be running through the Epic Game Store version. However, now while it is in early access and you're going to see some jank. You know, there's even a message at the start that says, you know, you may even see crashes and whatnot. And it may just happen. I haven't experienced any crashes, but what I do know will happen. It has some frame rate issues. It has some crazy frame rate issues now. I dropped the settings. I dropped the settings pretty low on a lot of things. Got rid of motion blur and some stuff, but there's still gonna be some frame rate issues. You're still gonna see, like, you know, it's dropping some serious frames. But I'll do my best anyway, because, you know, it's a title that, you know, it interests me. I think it's really ambitious, and you know, the little I played last year, yeah, it got my interest. So I'm gonna run through maybe an hour or so of this, see how far I can go, how far it'll take me. Another thing you have to watch out for is the controls. Like, it's only mouse and keyboard, in a way, semi mouse and keyboard. I can use a controller, but it's not set up for controllers just yet. So I'm going to have to actually be doing something strange, a hybrid thing. I'm going to be using a controller and mouse and keyboard for certain parts. And that's kind of funny though. I mean, I understand it's in early access, but it's been in early access since last year, August. And I think that, you know, they could have at least sorted out the controller part by now, because like I said, you can partially experience it using a control pad. But yeah, and the controls are just weird anyway. It's like, even when using mouse and keyboard, I'm not a mouse and keyboard kind of player. I much prefer a control pad, but I can use a mouse and keyboard. But it just doesn't feel right. You know, like riding the horse, it just doesn't feel right just yet. But you know, like the dev said, you know, I'm not gonna be giving these folks a hard time, because they made it very clear that it's early access, and who am I to say how far you can go and what you should do in early access. Obviously the developers have their priorities, you know, so I'll let them do their thing. So Ertugrul of Ulukayin, it is based on historical events surrounding the tyranny of Genghis Khan and his Mongol Empire. And I'll be searching for my brother, and I'll be using 3 different characters. And yeah, even though I started a game before, I'm gonna take it from scratch, and so you guys will get a better idea of what's going on with the story and the mechanics. And I didn't get too far anyway, so yeah, there's that. So it's gonna be weird. Like I said, I'm gonna be alternating between mouse and keyboard and the controller, but hey, yeah. New chapters are coming soon. Is my microphone on? Yeah, it's on. I'll never forget that stream where I was like over an hour in and my mic was off the entire time. Such is the nature of live, I guess. There you go. There you go. You're gonna see certain parts playing kind of choppy. Even this, yeah, there you go. It's all choppy and stuff. You think I was running it on a typewriter or something, but yeah, it is what it is.
Baskın! Koşun!
Seni gebertin.
Emanet! Emaneti koruyun!
So I'm gonna just go ahead and guess that this character is Meridem, I think. Yeah, so like for example, I'm riding the horse using the control pad or the mouse and keyboard is a really awkward experience, and to sprint to the horse it's in a very strange place on the controller. It's actually on the right stick. You have to press the right stick down to sprint. Yeah. And then it gets all crazy. It gets all kind of crazy. yeah, you're gonna experience. We're gonna go through a lot of junk today, and you may be asking yourself, well, why did I choose this to stream? I mean, literally, I have dozens of other things. Well, I wouldn't say dozens, more like hundreds, but you know, for current keys, I got at least dozens of other things I could stream. But there's just something I have with indie, and there's something about this title that just I just gravitate towards it. There's something about this title. I mean, regardless of the fact that, you know, it's not the greatest graphics, you know, current gen visuals or anything like that, I love the way it looks. And from the little I played back in 2024, I'm gonna say I love the way it feels, but yeah, yeah, you see, to say I love the way it feels is kind of strange because this doesn't feel good, but there's something about this title that, oh, there you go. And now, yeah, there's something about this title that just, I guess after this stream I'll make my mind up and see if I want to go any further with it. But I guess I'm just always rooting for the underdogs, you know what I'm saying? I could be going through some AAA thing on, you know, PS5 or something, but I'm always rooting for the underdogs. Maybe because I'm an underdog myself, who knows? Misery loves company. What on earth happened here?
Atımı güvenli bir yere bağlamam gerek.
I need to tie my horse somewhere. Yeah, I find this horse tying mechanic also interesting. Okay, so to tie the horse, I can't figure out how to do it with a controller. So I'm gonna have to use both controller and okay. Horse leash tutorial. To tie your horse, you must first hold its reins. You'll have to dismount your horse to hold the horse's rein. Yeah, even to continue, it's like you'd think it was like A, you know, but it's not. I have to use the space bar. Okay, so I go to the horse and there you go. To open the horse menu with boom and lead with E. Okay. Yeah, this is kind of awkward, but it's for the greater good. It's stuff like this that I experienced last year that made me even like this game even more. Like little things like this. Tying your horse and whatnot, you know?
Sakin olasın kızım.
Okay. Into the night. Help those in need. 3. Got 3 people in need.
Baskın!
Calm down. Calm down, brother. Calm down.
Acaba insanlar nasıl bu hale geldi?
How did people come to this? Hold on. Guys, calm down. They're gone. F to break the lock. Okay, so I helped a goat in need. You said people, but okay, it's fine. Maybe that one is the greatest of all time. So there's an exception for that one. Let's get this one down here. I love the details, you know, the little things. The attention to detail for an indie game, you know what I'm saying? What's this? Oh, there you go. F to help. Take your time.
İyi misin bacım?
She didn't even say thank you, but it's fine. It's fine, you know, we don't do it for the applause, you know what I'm saying? We do it for the karma. It's all good. My family in the Caribbean, remember to check out the Lab Video
Görünüşe
Game
göre o
TV.
şeytan sürüsü Ermeni köyünden geçmiş.
Check out the Lab Video Game TV in 25 countries in the Caribbean. 3 days a week, that's the TV series. Okay, move forward and climb up. You see, again, there's no, the space bar isn't mapped, so I'm gonna have to just go straight keyboard with this one. There you go. Yeah, the TV series, the Lab Video Game TV, check it out in the Caribbean 3 days a week on Flow 1 in 25 Caribbean countries. You can download the Stream Blue app to watch on the go, like what most people do. You know, who uses TVs anymore anyway? Well, I do, but the masses seem to consume their entertainment on their phones. I'm personally not a fan of small screens. You know what I'm saying?
Yeniden geldiler. Canavarlar. Onlar bir
İyi
canavar.
misin?
Yeniden geldiler.
Okay, calm down, brother.
O da neydi?
Find the scream source. Yeah, I'm not really a fan of small screens. You know what I'm saying? The Switch 2 just released, and while I'm cool with handheld gaming because I was able to finish my first and only Mario Brothers game using a handheld. The Switch on a flight to Africa, but I'm not really a handheld fan. But if I'm gonna get a handheld, I'm more into like the Lenovo Legion thing. You know what I mean? Or the Steam Deck. The Switch 2 just seems like, I haven't done much research on it or anything. Hey, thank you, my friend. Thank you. I haven't done much research on this Switch 2, but it just seems like a luxury item, you know what I'm saying? It really does.
Kaçın!
Like, I don't see the appeal, and it's like the strangest console launch I've seen in a long time for a mainstream console. It's like I barely heard about it, you know what I'm saying? I'm not even certain what the release date was. I think it was last night, but it's like if I didn't see one YouTube video in my feed, I wouldn't have even known what the release date was. I just knew it was in June, but it's like Nintendo kind of phoned this one in. But hey, this ain't a stream about Nintendo, is it? Or the Switch 2. I'm just saying I'm not impressed. I'm not even interested. I'd be much more excited about getting myself a second-hand Steam Deck than going out and buying myself a Switch 2. Like, there's just no appeal. This save me thing. That's the problem with the world today.
Böyle giderse deli deli yutacak onları.
Everybody's looking for a savior. Everybody's looking for some magic man to come from the skies and save them. You know what I'm saying?
Bağışla.
Here
Korkmayasınız.
we go again.
Yakıp yıkmaya değil. Size yardım etmeye geldim.
And that's probably why the Mongols were successful. That's probably why the Mongols and Genghis Khan were successful, because people are always afraid, Like the few controls the many. It just doesn't make any sense. It's all about fear. Destructible tutorial. Okay. Again, I'm gonna have to.
Buradan çıkmamız gerek. Yardım edin.
Wolf instinct. Okay, what you guys are doing is just not working. You see what I'm saying? There's something blocking the door on the other side. You don't even need wolf instinct to figure that out. You just. Okay then. The definition of insanity. You guys just keep banging on that door, yeah?
Buradan çıkmamız gerek. Yardım edin.
You guys really need to sort out the controller thing, though. I mean, the fact that you can partially use a controller, I'm saying, and it's been almost a year, means that you started
Yardım
something.
isteyen kişiyi hemen bulmalıyım.
You started something, Why isn't there controller support yet? Guess that means there's no going back, eh?
Onu kurtarmalıyım.
That's why we're here. Another victim. Somebody is looking for a savior. Come on! Look, this old school Mortal Kombat shit is kind of annoying, okay? I mean, back in the days of the NES with track and field when we're blistering our fingertips doing this shit. Come on, man. Tap to lift, come on. This is annoying. This is so annoying, man. This mechanic is so dated. Like, who the fuck wants to do this anymore? Come on, man. It's like so fucking 20 years ago. Okay, victim. Okay, victim. I get it. I'm here. I'm here to save you. Your savior is here. That's why in this position in the first place. Because nobody wants to stand up for themselves. They want somebody to come stand up for them.
Seni kurtaramayacağız diye çok korktuk Flora. Tanrı'ya şükürler olsun ki yeniden bizimlesin.
İyi misin? İyiyim.
Canını kurtardığın için minnettarız sana.
Ben sadece
You know, you guys could have done what I just did, right? You don't need superpowers to do that
Neden
shit.
bana yardım ettin?
Aslında keşifteydim. Arkadaşlarımı arardım. Fakat çığlıklarına duyarsız kalamadım. Hepsi bu. Ayrıca şu an kim olduğumun hiçbir önemi yok. Mühim olan senin güvende olman.
Ama yine de...
Zamanı geldiğinde öğrenirsin. Size bu caniliği kim yaptı Flora?
Moğollar. Daha ne olduğunu bile anlayamadan aniden köyümüze baskın yaptılar. Geçim kaynağımız olan at arabasını yağmalamak istediler. Her ne kadar direnmeye çalışsak da herkesi merhametsizce kılıçtan geçirdiler. Babam, annem, kardeşim. Hepsi gözlerimin önünde acımasızca katledildiler. Bense hiçbir şey yapamadım.
Senin adına çok üzgünüm. Lakin endişe etme. Yaşadıklarına şahit olunca Moğollara karşı içimde yanan öfke, intikam ateşimi daha da körükledi.
Eğer o esir olmasaydı kim bilir belki ben de ailem gibi çoktan ölmüştüm.
Esir mi?
Evet. Yanlarında tutsak ettikleri bir Türk vardı.
Ona ne oldu peki?
Beni Moğol nökerlerinin elinden kurtardı. Sonra bir daha görmedim.
Kim olduğu hakkında bir malumatın var mı?
Hayır ama zırhının üzerinde kayı damgası var.
Hangi yöne doğru gittiler?
Kuzey yönüne doğru gittiklerini gördüm.
Verdiğiniz ipuçları için hepinize minnettarım. Kalın sağlıcakla.
Yeah, you guys...
Yoluma devam etmeliyim. Moğollara tutsak düşen esir aradığım arkadaşlarımdan biri olabilir. Atının bağını çözmeliyim.
Yeah, got you. Untie the horse. I'm saying you guys are a part of the problem in the world, you know what I'm saying? Cowards. Everybody's looking for somebody to save them. Mommy, daddy, save me. The priest, save me. The politician, the policeman, save me. The therapist, save me. Mr. Jesus, save your goddamn self, man. You see these Mongols who did this? They weren't looking for anybody to save them. That's right. But that's how bullies get stronger. Every time you bend over a little bit more and lube up, yeah, that gives the bullies strength to just keep pushing. While you're talking about save me, waiting for the skies to open up. Okay, open the horse menu and lead the horse. Okay, we're not leading the horse really. We want us to untie this thing. There you go. Press. No. Okay. So then, I can to ride the horse. There you go. Yeah. So we're running through Ertugrul of Ulukayin. originally released on Steam. Not Steam, the Epic Game Store. August of last year, and now it's going to be released on Steam on the 12th of this month, June 2025. It's still in early access. Still got a far way to go, particularly with optimization and controls. There's no real controller support. I'm using a controller now, but for who wasn't here earlier, I am doing a crazy hybrid thing between controls and the mouse and keyboard. It's very awkward, and I'm not really a mouse and keyboard kind of person. But Wolf Instinct tutorial, you should use your Wolf Instinct to investigate around. You can also use the interaction key to interact with objects. I suppose I could have used a mapper and map the buttons to the controller, but see, I don't always want to do that. And sometimes you do that and it's not exactly a seamless experience. Okay. Looking for clues. Okay, there's a clue right there. Footprints. We're gone full Scooby-Doo up in here. Come on. Come on. Alright. Get off the horse. Okay. What we got here?
Bu damga Moğollara ait. Ama ilerleyişim için daha farklı emarelere ihtiyacım var.
I love the language. Sounds really badass. I think there's a way to call the horse, because I'm going really far from the horse right now. Oh, come on. Oh. Okay, the first footprint. Got you. We couldn't have just checked the second there. Okay, it's fine. F, was it? Let's do that again. Spidey senses. And how do I interact with it? And there's supposed to be a prompt. Yes. Is there a prompt to say, well, I can interact with it? No? Come on. It's right there, though. Oh, come on, man. Ah, come on. Ah, come on. Yes, I see that, but when I go to it, nothing happens. Yes, it's the investigation area, I get that, but look, I get it. It's early access and there's gonna be junk, but if this is supposed to release in like 6 or 7 days from now, well, it's gonna be released in early access on Steam. So yeah, it's not like they said it was 1.0. Come on, man. Okay.
Bulduğum nalın eşlerine ait olan izler işimi kolaylaştırabilir.
Okay. Press Z to use. Okay. Okay, there's a yellow one. Does that count? Do I need to look down at it? Is that what I did? Z. Alright, Horsey, let's go.
Toynak izleri. Doğru yolda olduğumun işareti. Bulduğum nal demek ki bu atın ayağından düşmüş.
Oh, H to call horse. I'll remember that.
Sungur Tekin'in madalyonu. Muhtemelen Flora'yı kurtaran esir oydu. Karşı
Probably.
tarafa geçmenin bir yolunu bulmam icap eder. Bu sayede Sungur Tekin'e ulaşabilirim.
See, I like this. I do. I mean, complaints and all. I do really like it. It's like, I'm thinking, when refined, it should be a really cool experience. I trust that the devs will, see that there is a flaw with the controls. Not just adding controller support, but with or without controller support, the controls are pretty janky. I was actually going through a little bit of it earlier, and at one point the mouse stopped looking. It wasn't looking. So even sometimes when using mouse and keyboard only, there's still flaws. See, I'm not sprinting because every time I start sprinting, the horse gets crazy out of control. So I'm gonna have to just take it nice and slow for now. Okay, there's an open area. I can sprint here.
Moğollar.
The
Birilerinin
Mongols,
gazabına
they've
uğramışlar
obviously
belli ki.
suffered someone's wrath. Oh, some dead Mongols. Okay. So there are persons who will stand up for themselves. Investigate the battleground. Okay. Ah, there we go. Okay.
İmdi de Turgut'un baltasıyla Ertuğrul'un kılıcı. Kafam oldukça karıştı. Sungur Tekin'i kurtarmaya çalışan Turgut ve Ertuğrul. Acaba onlar da mı Moğollara tutsak düştü? Yoksa hepsi öldü mü? Şayet öyleyse bedenleri nerede?
Okay, let's not be negative. Let's not be negative. They may still be alive. You know what? I just realized the sprint, to make the horse sprint, I actually don't need to hold. I don't need to hold the R stick down. I just press it once. Oh Jesus! Okay. No sprinting. But that helps because at one point I thought I had to be holding it down like 2 sticks at once. But if you just need to press it once and the horse goes into sprint, I can live with that. Still an awkward and unconventional place to put the sprint, but I can live with that.
Devriye gezen Moğol nökerleri. Bu bir kamp alanının habercisi olabilir. Bu tepe sayesinde rahatlıkla gözlem yapabilirim.
Alright then. Up the hill we go. I think there's an actual movie, some kind of series, I think, based on, or this is based on a film by Tekden Films. I may check that out if I can, depending on where it's available, but I may check that out. The music is pretty cool as well.
İninize girmeden işin aslı ayyuka çıkmayacak. Hayma Ana ve Flora'ya verdiğim sözü yerine getirmeden de Kayı Obası'na dönmeyeceğim.
Hızlan Turgut! Hadi! Turgut'u karşıla Meryem! Ertuğrul! Ya hak!
Oh shit!
Ya hak! İşte bu kadar kardeş. Sevgeni biz kazandık.
Aklımıza hükmetmeden, nefsimizi sabırla köreltmeden
Nefsimizi sabırla köreltmeden
ve kalben inanmadan
ve kalben inanmadan
hiçbir mücadeleden zaferle ayrılamayız.
Hiçbir mücadeleden zaferle ayrılamayız.
Ocağımıza ait 3 nizamın hakkını versen dahi rakibini katiyen hafife almamalısın Ertuğrul. Teke derisinin tadını yeterince aldık. Haydi biraz da et çiğneyelim.
Yeğse kapılmayasın kardeşim. Bir dahaki sefere kazanan taraf biz olacağız.
Eyvallah kardeşim. Var olasın.
Ağabeyim haklı olmasına haklıdır. Fakat bazen de zafer güçlü bir uyum ister. Turgut Alp'in yerine senin takımında ben olsaydım şayet ağabeyimi rahatlıkla alt
Hadi
edebilirim.
oradan be!
Bükemediğin eli öpmesini bileceksin Turgut Alp.
Lokma ye, büyük söz söyleme hatun. Yoksa sonuçlarına katlanırsın.
Her zamanki Meryem bacı işte. Bilmez misin? Sen de yangına körükle gitmeyesin.
Tamam, öyle olsun. O vakit gidip zafer yorgunluğumu taçlandırayım ben de.
Faruk Bey, Ertuğrul bu kez seni yenmeye çok yaklaştı.
Benim kolay lokma olmadığımı iyi bilirsin Orasan.
Bileği bükülmez bir cengaver olduğunu bu diyarlarda bilmeyen yoktur zaten. Ben yalnızca latife ederim beyim.
Eyvallah.
Sence Ertuğrul bey olmak için hazır mıdır?
Yüzlerce kişiyi eğitip kuşandırdım. Lakin onun gibi yüreği pek, bileği kavi olan yiğit birine hiç rastlamadım. Karşısında en inatçı küheylan bile dize gelir. Bilakis beylik yolunda tek eksikliği kendi toyluğudu.
Bilhassa yanarak pişmesi icap eder dersin.
Aynen öyle. O gün çattığındaysa beylik yolunun önünde Sungur Tekin dahi duramaz.
Görevin ululuğunu asla unutma oğul.
Her ne pahasına olursa olsun vazifeyi yerine getireceğimi bilesin baba.
Hızır Ata yoldaşın, Allah yardımcın olsun. Sungur Tekin!
Sandığı alın ve hepsini öldürün.
Soysuz itler! Alplar! Sungur Tekin'i ve emaneti koruyun!
Baskın! Koşun! Baskın!
Gayrı akacak kan damarda durmaz Ertuğrul.
Tektir Allah!
Haktır Allah!
Tektir Allah!
Into the night.
Pusatın keskin, avın bol olsun yiğidim.
Okay. Equip the sword. Let's do it. Let's see. Hold on. Really? Really? None of my control buttons are. Come on. Okay. Okay, let me go to mouse and keyboard. Okay. Mouse sensitivity is crazy. I mean, I can adjust it, but alright. Block, attack, dodge. Okay, let's see what we can do. Block, block, block. Damn, block didn't help. Okay, finisher. Oh, Jesus! There's a finisher. Okay, I think that was a finisher. Okay, my health is really low though, and there's lots more to go. So this combat isn't exactly like, you know, Arkham, you know what I'm saying? But what's this? F to pick up. Boom. What? Oh. Oh, okay. Okay. I could use some health though. Let's keep that sword out though, eh? That was one hell of a fight.
Yanan çadırı kolaçan etmem gerek. Zira yardıma muhtaç insanlar olabilir.
Come on, man. Oh. Oh, you can lock a target. That's great. It'd be really great if I could use the my controller, but hey, it is what it is. Huh. You have to maintain your horse, okay.
Pusatın keskin, avın bol olsun yiğidim.
I kinda was keeping my fingers crossed that I would have started back at the point with the barrel, but alright, fine. So be it. What are you doing, idiot? Turn around. Lock on to this guy right here. Turn around and lock on. Finish him. Yeah, but here's the thing now. I need some health, man. No, this is all good and well, but I need some health before because the life bar ain't okay. Hold on a second. Hold on. How do I access my... You guys aren't even telling me how to access the menu. The inventory. Okay. What is this? Arrow. Health potion. There are 10 of them. Okay. Okay. May I? Oh, come on, guys. How do I use it? Okay, controller. Enter. Enter? No? F? Come on, guys. Come on. A remedy made from whatever has healthy effects, and how do I use it? I'm clicking on it. Come on, man. Enter F. Come on. It's right there, though. Hold on. Okay, I got an idea. I've got an idea. Left, right, walk, sprint, crouch, dodge, stance. Okay, there's a stance button. Okay. Interact, equip weapon. 1, 2, 3. Okay, I only have one weapon. Lock target. I got that. Change lock target. Okay, I can change the lock target, but it's using the wheel. That's interesting, actually. Light attack. Heavy attack. Hold on. Light attack. But light attack and heavy attack are the same thing. Maybe you hold it down? No? Guess I'll figure it out eventually. Carry weight. I don't know what that means. Couldn't tell you what that means. Call the horse, feed the horse, groom the horse, leash the horse, pat the horse. Oh, we got a lot of love for the horse though. Open the map, pause the game, in-game menu, tab, in-game menu. Okay. Ragdoll. Not certain what that is either. Wolf instinct, wheel button, wheel menu, Q. Maybe it's Q. Okay. Remembrance, tab. Okay, there's a lot of stuff here. Q. Let's see what happens when I hit Q. Q. Health potion. Boom. But health potion. What? Okay, how do I just use it though? That's block. Hold on, come on, man. What's going on here, man? What do you guys want from me? What? Oh, okay. Oh yeah, it's well, there's somebody waving. Right back at you. I can't make your name out, unfortunately, but much respect to you. Never heard of this one before. Yeah, it's I have a tendency to pick up these obscure underdog games. Okay, that's the horse. I don't get this, man. One more time. One more time. Q. Health potion. No. Q. Health potion. Come on. I see the craft thing, but ingredients. One health potion. Okay, hold on. Okay. Okay. Take your sword out, idiot! Idiot! Sword! One! F? Oh shit. Where the hell? He's dead? Okay. Okay. Maybe if I... You see the thing about it. If I go down there, I'm gonna get killed, because... Fuck it. I'll go. It's like one more hit and I'm out. But come on, man.
Yanan çadırı kolaçan etmem gerek. Zira yardıma muhtaç insanlar olabilir.
Brother, you need help. Okay? Self first, okay? If you can't help yourself, you can't help anybody else. Oh, crap, there's one behind me already. Yeah, that's what I thought. One hit. Like, you know, maybe it's just like that early access junk or something, because using the menu wheel shouldn't be that much of a production. The object is there. Click on it.
Pusatın keskin, avın bol olsun yiğidim.
The wheel, the health potion is there. I don't need to craft. I already have. I got 10. Come on, man. Inventory. Boom. Okay, fine. I'm gonna do this one more time, but it's just not working out, man. These guys are tough. These guys aren't like going down with one hit, you know what I'm saying? And this fighting system ain't exactly Mad Max or Arkham, so I always loved me a good finisher. Always loved me a good finisher. Back up, man. Yeah, this is kind of rough. I'm not gonna. It's kind of rough. It's kind of rough. The combat mechanics are not exactly to my liking. It's not impossible. Maybe if I had let's say if I had controller support, if I was able to use the controller support, or if I could figure out how to use my health things, but neither is working in my favor. And yeah, it's kind of awkward. I mean, no love lost, you know what I'm saying? I still like it, but I'm not in love with it, you know what I'm saying? I would it's gonna take a whole lot more practice. It's just really cumbersome fighting mechanic there. And after, it's not like, you know, the game is just starting out and the opposition isn't really that tough. They're kind of tough, you know what I'm saying? And I can't figure out how to use my health thing, so yeah. I'm not exactly feeling this 100%, but I see the potential. I'm just not up to this kind of thing, this kind of frustration right here and now. It's been Ertugrul of Ulukayin, released on the Epic Game Store on the 16th of August 2024 and set for a June 12th, 2025 release on Steam. What you just saw is early access. So, jank aside, I see the potential. I still like the game. Whatever drew me to it is still attracting me now. It's just that it's getting kind of frustrating with the lack of controller support, and even with, I'm not a master of keyboard and mouse, but even if I was said master, I think it would still be really awkward and clunky and cumbersome, because the controls need refinement. The lack of controller support are part of that refinement, and it's got some optimization issues. You know, you could still see the frame rate lagging and dragging along. So there's still a ways to go, but the developers have made it clear that it is early access, and I'm not going to sit here beating up an early access indie game, you know what I'm saying? No point in that. I had a good time with it nonetheless, and special thanks once again to TechDen Studio for hooking me up with the Epic Game Store key and the Steam early access keys. I appreciate it a whole lot. Thanks to all my viewers on Trovo Live, my viewers on YouTube and over on Twitch. I appreciate you all. Thank you all for passing through. Thank you for the support. My people in the Caribbean, check out the television series The Lab Video Game TV, which airs 3 days weekly on Flow 1 in 25 Caribbean countries. You can listen to the Sage Projects in Ontario on Island Radio 101.3 FM, 4 p.m. every Thursday during the Sage Projects. I got gaming news. You can follow the movement at thelabvideogametv.com. You can reach out at contact@thelabvideogametv.com. I got a whole lot more indie games stacked up that I need to be streaming. Need to be doing some reviews, but I will be streaming again tomorrow. I haven't made up my mind as yet exactly what I'll be streaming, but I'll be streaming something. See if I can maintain some kind of consistency. I do my best. I got this I'm actually going through this very hilarious, janky as all hell one second please. Yeah, this janky as all hell one second. This VR game called Evacuation Zone Tempore. It's odd, to say the least, because the game is so janky, but for some reason I can't seem to pull myself away from it. I can't seem to stop playing it. But the devs made it clear, however, that you know, you shouldn't take it too seriously, and once you don't, then you should be just fine. Playing it. But the devs made it's like I said earlier though. I'm always rooting for the underdog. I'm always rooting for the underdogs. So there is that. But I'm not certain if I'm going to do a review on it or whatever, but there's something about that game that draws me to it. Like I said before, I stream flat, but VR is my preferred way. And streaming VR is really cumbersome. I'm not feeling it at all. First of all, I stand for most of my VR experiences. So that coupled with having this big chunk of hot plastic right over my pineal gland, you know, it's not comfortable. It's probably not very healthy either. And doing that for an hour or two on stream, not feeling it at all. So I save my flat games for streams and I do other stuff with the VR games. I'd say I review my VR games, but I haven't, you know, my reviews aren't that consistent either. I want to start this series called A Day Late and $1 Short Reviews, because maybe that's what I should call my channel. But yeah, I want to start doing these old reviews like some PSVR 1 games. You know, I still love the PSVR 1 games, and you know, lots of PSVR 1 games still look better than Quest 3 games anyway. You know, there's this thing about standalone VR games, Quest games. I'm not a fan because they don't look good. They don't look good, and having a portable VR headset never really appealed to me anyway. However, it's that time of the day when what time is it anyway? Come to think of it, it's not even midday yet. That is good. But it's still that time of the day where I'm going to have to move on to some other things. I didn't stream for very long today. I've been doing more 2-hour streams than 1-hour streams lately. But Ertugrul of Ulukayin is getting kind of frustrating. The combat mechanics are just, I'm just not feeling it right now. So I'm not going to punish myself, you know. But at least I streamed it. At least I streamed it. And that's got to count for something. So, until next time, you've been watching Select Live here on the Lab Video Game TV Live, where our game is never over.
The Labby Live, our game is never over.
We've got reviews, previews, playthroughs, and game key giveaways every episode. Show us what you got. Send your best gameplay clips to contact@thelabvideogametv.com. Check out the website at thelabvideogametv.com. Tune into the Stage projects on Ontario's Island Radio 101.3 FM. Download the Blue app to watch us on the go. Wayne Benjamin presents The Lab Video Game TV, Wednesdays, Saturdays, and Sundays, only on Flow 1. Our game is never over.
Watch the Lab Video Game TV
Wednesdays, Saturdays, and Sundays
in 25 Caribbean countries.
Only on Flow One.
Download the Blue app to watch us on the go.
Visit the website at thelabvideogametv.com.
Reach out at contact@thelabvideogametv.com.
Wayne Benjamin presents the Lab Video Game TV since 2003. Our game
is never over.
New VR and indie game releases. Things take a grim turn and we've got more gaming clips in freestyle. A lot has gone down in the VR and indie gaming scene since our last episode. I've got a first impressions run of Grimlord, VR's best Souls-like to date, and Caribbean gamers show their dominance. You want in? Send your best gameplay clips to contact at labvideogametv.com to be featured on Flow One in 25 Caribbean countries. Grab a key for Finding Frankie on PS5 in this episode's Game Key giveaway. Be in the know. Visit the website at labvideogametv.com. Download the Stream Blue app to watch us on Flow on the go. Check out the Lab Video Game TV during the stage projects on Ontario's Island Radio 101.3 FM and CJAI.ca every Thursday at 4 p.m. I'm the Sage, and you've just entered the Lab.
Originally released August 16, 2024 in early access on the Epic Game Store by Turkish developer and publisher Tekden Studio, now with a June 12, 2025 release on Steam, set in the medieval era in Alat, Ertugrul of Ulukayin, a third-person action-adventure that sets you out on a mission to aid the innocent, the weak, against a corrupt secret order bringing tyranny to the land. Craft, hunt, fight, and explore as Ertugrul, Turgut, or Meridem. Each warrior with their own unique and upgradable weapons, attributes, and combat styles. Gain valuable insight from clues and messages received in dreams which can aid you in reality. Find your brother while restoring peace and harmony to the realm. Thanks to the developer for the Steam and Epic Game Store keys. Look out for a stream on this one soon from the Lab Video Game TV.